recognized me, and it sounded like he was going to get on the level with what's going on. A key. Could come in handy. He's dead. Looks like a bad case of lead poisoning. He's dead. Looks like a bad case of lead poisoning. Damn, he recognized me, and it sounded like he was going to get on the level with what's going on in this job. Poisoning by the looks of it. He's dead. They're all dead. Suicide, or rather, mass suicide. These nuts had some serious issues. Poison appears to have been on the menu. What a nut house. The walls have been covered with glyph. The wall's badly damaged here. It could fall down at any moment. As I continue to translate the narcotic fragments, I become more and more eager to contact my Yithian master. These beings truly are gods to us. Their intellect and knowledge surpasses ours in ways impossible to comprehend. I know now just how insignificant mankind is in the universe, a doomed and simple species thrown up as a side effect of an experiment by the It is a blessing that such flawed creatures as ourselves have such a short and limited future. The board has been used to illustrate a diagram. That's an unusual design. It's locked. He seemed to recognize me. I don't get empty ammo boxes and spent shells. Nothing useful. He's dead. Looks like a bad case of lead poisoning. What a nut house. The walls have been covered with glyphs. It won't budge. It won't open. It won't budge. It won't budge. It's locked. It's unlocked. I don't understand. I mean, all of these photos. All of them. There must be some kind of mistake. Why would they want me here? It must be an old case. Something I've forgotten. Some screwball with a grudge me. Think. I've gotta think. Another key. This should fit the door across the hall. This blasphemous image makes me feel uneasy. An old grandfather clock. It's unlocked. There are definitely some strange sounds coming from this side of the room. It appears to be a private study area. It appears to be a private study area. For nutcases, they seem quite literate. These books are really old, and most of them are in strange languages I don't understand. That's just swell. He's dead. The beam must have fallen and crushed his skull. Medical charts on the human anatomy. This sink would be used for scrubbing up. Dead bodies, and plenty of them. Something dreadful has been going on down here. The machine must have overloaded. He's dead. There's no power. There's no power. His stomach stopped moving. The crystal's still warm. There's no power. Nothing of interest. I've never seen equipment like this before. There's no power. There's no power. The machine must have overloaded. He's dead. Looks like some sort of generator for the machinery in this room. His heart has stopped. This tunnel feels like it's gonna collapse at any moment. It's too hot to pick up. It's too hot to touch. I think it's being used as a power source for the machine. There's no power. It's a similar shape to the slot upstairs. It's a similar shape to the spot upstairs. It's been more than 6 years since I entered that strange house in Boston. But to me, it was just 5 months ago. Amnesia, the doctors called it, probably brought on by acute mental stress. I remember investigating the far side of the library. There was screaming. According to the police report, they had searched the house for hours, only to find me later collapsed on the floor. When my eyes opened and I spoke, my colleagues recoiled in fear. There was something unnatural in my voice and blank gaze. They committed me to Arkham Asylum, where I was diagnosed with severe schizophrenia. As it became clear that I presented no danger to either myself or others, I was released from the asylum's care. I have learned little of my activities in the 6 years that followed. The accounts I've been able to piece together show much of my time was spent in travel and I maintain a fanatical infatuation with the occult, delving deep into volumes concerning witch cults and dark legends, often in languages unfamiliar to my own. When I reawakened 5 months ago, exactly 6 years after entering that house in Boston, no trace was left of what had been a secondary I was myself again, or at least what I believed myself to be. Return to normal life has been a painful process. In recent days, my dreams have been plagued by cosmic landscapes, and I've become fearful of my own reflection. I'm beginning to remember things from that day, more than 6 years past, that I've totally. Jack Walters.
Hello, Mr. Walters. My name's Arthur Anderson. I need your help finding a missing person.
I don't take that kind of job.
Did you get my package?
Hold on. What exactly do you want from me, Mr. Anderson?
It's one of my store managers, you see. Brian's his name. Brian Burnham. Nice lad. He disappeared recently from the First National grocery store.
Innsmouth? Never heard of it.
It's a small fishing town on the coast, not far from Arkham. I'd like to see you in person before you leave.
Hold on there a minute. I didn't agree to take this what the hell? I'll be here all day and... driver. How far did he stop?
Almost there. I'll drop you at the town square if it's...
Why lock the gates?
Cape South wanderers looking for work. We don't want those folks like that interfering with our affairs.
Is the bus from Arkham always this empty?
Aye, and we prefers it that way. Not many comes in.
But what about trade? Surely the port needs business.
Elizabeth has the means to look after her own. This is it, stranger. End of the line.
Could you direct me to the First National Grocery Store? I hear they have a shop in town.
I don't know nothing about that.
Oh, well, you see, I'm looking for a young lad called Brian Burnham. I'm a friend of the family. He worked in this.
Don't know who you're talking about, fella.
Chit-chatting to him's gonna get me no place fast. Excuse me, Constable. Jack Walters.
Robes. Alien robes. What you want?
Could you help out a stranger to this fine port?
Are you being funny?
No, not at all. I'm after directions to the First National. I hear they have a store in town.
Innsmouth don't take too kindly to them from out of town. Get lost straight.
That fellow was just stringing me along with a lot of nothing about nothing. Nothing of interest. Evening.
Aye.
The name's Jack Walters. I'm just visiting.
You don't say, sir. Gilman. Charlie Gilman. I run this here hotel of an evening.
You got any rooms?
I'd not rightly know that for sure. All habits cleaning rooms at present. Them's from out of town can leave a horrid mess.
Talking to this fellow's getting me nowhere, and he's more than a touch creepy. If I need a room and I'm desperate, then I'll come back. It won't open. It won't budge. won't open. A dusty assortment of old books. It won't open. It won't budge. It's locked.
Stop your snooping. And there's for hotel staff only. Stop your snooping. And there's for hotel staff only.
It won't budge. This statue commemorates the men who fought in the Revolutionary War. It won't open. I'm looking for Brian Burnham.
Can't help you.
It's locked. It's locked. It must lead to the back of the variety store. It won't open. The sign says, Innsmouth Poorhouse, in memory of Lady Warren. The First National's a large chain. You sure you haven't seen it?
I'm sure. Stop bothering me with questions.
It won't open. Hello again.
Yeah,
I'm after directions to the First National grocery store.
and I'm busy. So stop your pestering me with questions.
Hello, Gilman.
What do you want now?
Strange thing about that Burnham lad.
Burnham. Kent Riley says I know what you're talking about.
That's odd. It was all over the Arkham Press. Must have been a bit of a local scandal.
Them's matters for the police, stranger. Innsmouth's not a town for rumoring and talk.
Talking to that fella's a waste of my time.
Stop your snooping. And there's for hotel staff only.
It's locked. It won't budge. It won't budge. It's locked. It won't budge. It won't open. The next stop is Newburyport. It's locked. That way is blocked by a police line. The key doesn't fit. It won't open. It won't budge. It won't open. Do you know the Burnham lad? He
We're
worked.
in the wrong place, asking the wrong question.
It won't budge.